Welcome back to Stage Dive. I am very proud to announce that we have a special limited series coming at you for the month of August this year. I'm hosting and producing a show called The Making of Denver Legends at your mom's house on September 1st, right here in the city. And we have 5 amazing artists who are performing with me. We have Ason Yugen, Binta Zang, ReSrface, Ego and Friends, and Malcolm Wise. As I do in the podcast, it was really important to me that I share the stories of these artists before I got them together on stage to actually perform. And so I sat down and I interviewed each one of them. And just like all of our guests, they were insightful, they were thoughtful, and there's so much beautiful texture to their lives and to their journeys that we don't get to see until we take the time to ask these questions. So I'm so excited to share their stories with you. I'm so excited that I got to sit down with them. And most importantly, I'm excited for you to get to hear these stories and then come to see them perform on September 1st. Pa.
All right, first question, very important. Pizza or tacos?
Okay, when we say tacos, do we mean like authentic tacos or like the hard shell shit you make at home, like Taco Bell tacos?
Based on your face, we're going to go authentic. So, like, this should actually be a competition.
Okay,
Which one you like better?
I was like, definitely tacos. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, which kind?
Asada for me, and maybe pollo, 2 of each.
From?
I don't really have a spot in Denver. I feel like definitely in Cali. But, I mean, Taco Max out here, not bad. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Cool. Okay. Second question. What emoji do you use the most?
Damn, I use a lot of emojis. I probably use too many emojis. Like, I get a little embarrassed sometimes and have to, like, delete a couple emojis. I love emojis. I feel like they explain, like, the emotion behind what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Lots of crying emoji, crying, laughing emoji, because I'm silly as fuck. And definitely the fire emoji, because, you know, it's lit. Yep. And then the demon emoji too, because it's me on demon type. And it's purple. We love purple. Black heart emoji, all that. Weed emoji, everything. Stars, hearts, all that.
All of it.
The whole catalog.
Yeah, amazing. Either what celebrity do you think you most look like, or what celebrity do people tell you look most like?
Well, I don't think people tell me I look like celebrities, but one time on one of my TikToks, somebody said I look like Sky Jackson.
Okay.
And that was kind of like interesting. I think maybe a little bit of the cheekbones, but I didn't really see it for real. But yeah, people don't really tell me I look like nobody.
Okay. Cool. What is the most embarrassing fashion trend you've ever partaken in?
I mean, I don't really think I'm embarrassed for real, but definitely, you know, the jerkin days, the colorful ass skinny jeans for sure. The glasses, the movie theater glasses, and then you like poked out the frames. Yeah, definitely those. The little beaded necklaces we used to wear from Claire's. You know what I'm saying? Hair probably with a bang, flipped ends. You know what I'm saying? And Vans. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought I was a jerker. I wanted to be a jerker back then for sure.
Times change.
New boys.
Yeah.
Led the way.
That's awesome. Oh my God. So when did you start making music?
After I graduated high school, I was already doing poetry. And then, yeah, literally it was between like the 1 year college that I went to and graduating high school. Somewhere in that summer, I just wrote a freestyle to like a J. Cole beat. And yeah, I feel like I've just been rapping ever since then, but that was crazy. That was the first time I rapped though. For sure.
Yeah, cool. When you used to do poetry, like where were you pulling from? What were you writing about?
I think I was sad shit. I was hella sad. I was hella sad ass kid. So like hella sad shit for sure. Like, I don't know. But I was also really influenced by like Tupac too. So I wanted to be like deep. Like I wanted it to be deep as fuck. So a lot of times it wasn't really like happy, but it was like mad emotionally pulling for sure.
Yeah. And then like, how has that influenced the way you write your lyrics now?
I think like, that's an interesting question. That's a good question. How did that influence where I write now? I feel like with my first tape, because I'm really in like a transitional period with my music right now, so I feel like I'm writing about kind of different stuff.
Yeah.
But with my first tape, it wasn't per se sad or happy, but it was a lot of, again, emotional, like me just kind of introducing myself and what I came from. So ultimately that's for me has a lot of emotion behind it. So yeah, that definitely translated into you know, where I started with music. I just pulled it from the poetry and just started like rhyming on beats.
Yeah. And so what, like, as you describe that transition, what do you feel like you're writing about more now that you weren't before?
Like, okay, so I feel like I said that when I look in the past, it kind of be like sad shit for me. Oh, I've been through so much. But now I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I kind of don't give a fuck. Like, I give a fuck, but, you know, it's like, whatever don't kill you make you stronger, you know, or whatever. It's like I'm here now and I'm popping my shit and everything's like so much better than it was before. So I feel like now the music that I make is usually me like talking shit and I'm like, yeah, I'm that nigga. I'm out here popping my shit. We're having a good time. We're getting drunk. I'm with the homies. We'll fuck you up if you try us, you know, all that type of shit. Like, it's just more fun. It's a little bit, and it's like more, I would definitely describe it as more carefree. I'm just writing and having fun with it for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like that reflects how you're feeling about your life right now?
Yeah, for sure. I'm like really learning like what it means to let go, because I feel like when people say, oh, you just gotta let that shit go, like it's not easy, but it's easy once you like actually understand what it means. Because, you know, once you realize holding on to the whatever you holding on to, like it's just baggage, and you finally start to feel what it feels like for it to little by little come off, it just becomes a point where I'm like, yeah, actually I really don't care about that shit no more. Like I feel like I probably spent a lot of my past identifying myself with what I've been through. And yes, it did make me who I am, but now I'm kind of just like, I don't know, it just feels like a turning point where it's just like, all right, I'm not really worried about that no more. Like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the purpose you served. I'm not even finna really think about that no more. So now I'm just like, well, what, you know what I'm saying? What else could happen? Like, let me figure out what else can I do? What else can I focus on? What else can come out of this? So it's just a lot more fun to just let go of that shit and have like a blank canvas.
Yeah. And you've been performing a ton. You've performed in a lot of places outside of Colorado. Like, what has your evolution been like as a live performer? Like, how has your set changed, your stage presence changed? Like, how has all that sort of come to be?
That's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Like, at first, my first performance, I personally think was not good. I don't know if anybody really thinks their first performance is good.
Probably not.
You know, you're nervous and you don't really know what you was doing. I feel like I didn't, at that performance, I realized that, like, from watching other performers, I realized that I needed to take notes of what other performers do instead of just go on stage and expect that just standing there rapping my song was going to be so spectacular. So, you know, after my very first show, I felt like even at that show with the people, we were all local artists, but even with those people, I was taking notes from them. You know, and then I came home and I started watching YouTube videos. I started Googling, like, what makes a good performer, you know, and just kind of picking up whatever, like, I felt like resonated with me. Yeah. And I feel like I'm still getting better and better at it now, but definitely, like, you know, just, like, crowd involvement. Like, before, it just used to feel like everybody was just looking at me. Like, and I couldn't tell if they liked what I was doing or, you know, a lot of people would end up telling me, like, no, we were just trying to listen to your lyrics and focus on your lyrics. But it was like, why y'all not bobbing your head and smiling? Like, it was real, like, nerve-wracking. So I feel like I had to, you know, I did a lot of open mics that, like, really helped me get the nerves off, because a lot of those open mics I left and was, like, not really satisfied with what I did. But it gave me the drive to want to go home and practice and figure out how to get better. And now it's like a lot more fun because I feel like I do have that practice under my belt, so it's like I know what to do and I can also like let go, like I was saying. So now I just like, I'll be on stage talking shit. I'll be like, y'all not turned enough for me, y'all weak as hell, I hope y'all go turn up after this song, and just be like in a face with it and shit. Like, but I'm just having fun. Like, it feels good. I definitely appreciate my evolution with it for sure.
Is there another artist that you look to as someone who you're like, man, I want to learn to perform like that? Or like, when I make it to that stage, like, that's what I hope my shows are like?
Okay, probably a couple. I feel like what's fresh in my mind, because I just seen Don Toliver was the last concert I went to in Denver, and he has just amazing stage presence. Like, I honestly, like, this is what I think. I hope he never see this, but I feel like Don Toliver kind of reminds me of a kid who was maybe a little bit nerdy in high school. Nothing wrong with that, because I was too. But now that he's like rich and famous and like popular, it's like he could just completely, like, he on the stage just dancing, moving his arms, flaring himself, just being out there, like, no fucks given. And it's just like, it's really beautiful. It's really like inspiring and shit, and everybody like hyping up and shit. So it's like, I like him. Who else? Obviously, Beyonce is the greatest performer of our generation.
Facts.
Just to throw that out there. Who else? I saw Chance the Rapper when I was like 15, and that shit was very moving. Oh, and Travis Scott, well, like, prior to Astro World, let me put that out there. I saw him on tour too, and he had the roller coasters and shit, you know, his shit was definitely like, so I like making it an event. I want to be able to make an event. There's going to be like props and storytelling and, you know what I'm saying, surprise features, all types of shit that just when people go home, they like, wow, that was a moment. I'm going to remember that for a long time.
I so connect to that. Yeah, it's like, how can I make this memorable? How can I make this so that you're going to take this with you? And like, I don't know which part of it you're going to take with you, but I'm going to throw so much at you that like some part of this is going to hit you in a way that it sticks. It
Sticks. Yes.
Yes, 100%. Is there an edge right now, like either musically or as an artist, that you feel like you're trying to push into, like something you want to push through to get to the next level of who you can be as an artist?
That's a great question too. I think for me personally, I think that like now that my sound is developing more and more and evolving more and more, I think I kind of got that part down, and I think I really want to focus on finding my fan base. Because when I think about people who like in the past with my original style, a lot of people compared me like No Name. Okay. And now some people are comparing my new shit to like BK the Ruler and shit. When I think about these two artists, even though they're totally different, it's like they both have a solid ass fan base. Like they may not be the biggest, widest mainstream ass artists, but they have a solid fan base who's going to show up and support them. So that's what I'm trying to like, that's where I'm trying to head right now. I want to get my music to the right ears, the people who are going to be like my solid like team. And everybody else, if they fuck it with it and they want to play it 1 or 2 times, it's like, yeah, it's love. But I got my people who waking up in the morning like, yeah, that song stuck in my head. I need to play that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of relationship do you want to have to that fan base? Like, because I feel like for so many artists, sometimes it's like they're literally in the pit with them, and like it's one and the same. For some, it's like, no, I'm going to stay up here, but I like the way that you admire me. Like, what do you want that relationship to look like?
I definitely want. It's going to be like family type vibes. Yeah. I hope when people come to my shows, even though they don't know each other, they could like make a friend. You know what I'm saying? Make a family member, and like already, even though I know I'm still low key making my way up, like. I had a fan reach out to me from London, from the UK, and offered to do like artwork for me. I have another fan from Paris who like works in a clothing store, and she played my songs there. And like they send these to me, they message me, and I respond to them. I tell them, I'm like, you're so dope. Like, let me follow your craft. How can I support and share what you're doing? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you supporting me, and I just never even thought it could be possible that my music would be heard so far away. So, and I don't even know how they find me. Like sometimes they say they'll find me on a random Spotify playlist, or I don't even really know how they be finding me, but it's just like meant to happen. So no, I definitely, anybody who reach out to me and stuff, I definitely reach out back, and yeah,
super cool.
Engage with that for sure.
Switching gears a tiny bit, and I know like so much of the beginning of this interview is you letting go of that past, but I'm curious, like, is there a part of that past or a part of that story that you wish more people knew?
No, but it used to be. It used to be, because I used to like so much identify myself with what I've been through, which is like just, I guess, a lot of childhood trauma, which one day will obviously like come out, you know, wait for the autobiography. But, you know, I used to always say like, yeah, people don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through, da, 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 da. And then I realized like, I'm like associated my whole personality with the bad things in my life and stuff. And I'm like, there's so much more ahead of me. There's so much more that was good that was just kind of hard to like sift through the fucked up shit. Yeah. But it's like, you know, if you can kind of just take a moment to like see the brighter side or whatever. It's all these like corny ass quotes that really be like life-changing shit for real, like just having to have a better mentality towards shit. Now I'm like, nah, because I actually, because I used to associate with myself so much, now I really don't want to. I'd rather like, I'm cool with people just getting to know me with who I am now, because I'm actually pretty fucking dope. So I'm perfectly fine with that. And if you do get closer to me, you will absolutely know that about me, and you'll understand why I am how I am. But for now, it's just cool. I'm just cool, just vibing, you know what I'm saying? Just going with the tides, you know?
Yeah. Was there a moment or a conversation, like a moment when like that changed? Because it sounds like it was in your music, it was in the way you related to people, and now it sounds like you are so free of that whole thing. So like, was that a gradual over time thing, or was there was a moment where that all happened?
No, it was definitely just gradual over time for sure. Like I just feel like I just turned 25 this year. Woo-woo, okay, quarter century. And I don't know, I just feel like the first 20 years of my life probably fucking sucked, but then the last 5 years of my life, like, I feel like the advice I have for everybody who's, like, going through your 20s and shit is, like, as you get older, it actually gets better because you become more in control. Like, when you was younger, you didn't get to choose where you went to school, who your family was, who you was really around, what you got to do. And in your early 20s, you're still kind of influenced by your environment, whether that's your parents, your homies, whatever it is. You kind of, influenced by that. But, if you have a chance to just actually grow and, like, grow into your own mindset, and you start realizing, like, oh, wait, I kind of can feel different ways. It's okay that I felt like that back then, but I actually don't feel like that right now. And that's okay. So like, that's really where the growth and, evolvement is. So I just feel like over the years, over these past 5 years, shit gradually, even though I was going through shit still, it was getting better and better and better and better and better. And now the way I'm seeing it, it's literally like, it can't get worse. Like, it's not going to get as bad as it was. So like, fucked up shit's probably going to happen, but it's not going to be as bad as it was because I'm in control of this shit. So I'm like, yeah, no, I like the moving forward look now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What are you loving about the Denver hip hop scene right now?
I love that I can literally always find someone new. Like, always. Like, I feel like I've been doing, I started performing out here in 2021, in the fall of 2021. So that's almost the last 2 years now. And there's still, like, events where at least, like, one to, or maybe all of the artists, there's somebody I don't know, never heard of before.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, I've been out here for a couple years, or I just moved here, like, but I've been doing my shit with the music. And it's their first time hearing me. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, it's definitely I just feel like there's so many hidden gems, and I'm just always getting the opportunity to meet new dope ass artists.
Yep.
So like, yeah, I have fun with it. That's what I like right now.
Nice. Is there anyone in the Denver scene that you haven't collaborated with that you really want to?
Ooh, damn. That's a good question, because there's definitely a couple people. Raymonette. She's a singer. She's super dope, super vibes. I love her, like, energy. So I feel like we can make some dope shit that would probably be, like, me back on my hip-hop conscious tip. I think she would pull that side out of me, and it would be really dope. Who else? Definitely any female rappers, female artists for sure. My homie K-Lou, shout out to K-Lou. She from Louisville, Kentucky. But that's my dog, and we have one song, but it's not released. So it's like I won't make an EP. Definitely my nigga Ooch. We already got some songs in the vault for y'all. We got some songs in the vault, but I want the world to hear it, so it don't count. You feel me? It count. It just don't count yet. Yep. So yeah, I'm working on some collaborations, but definitely all female artists. And my boy Nello. We did just do a cypher together, but I want to do something like just me and him. We gonna rip that shit for sure.
For sure. Yeah. What does it mean for you to be a woman in hip hop?
Oh, I think it means a lot. It means a lot to me. In a way, it means a lot just because, like, it's probably going to sound mad basic, but the truth of the fact is we don't always get our credit. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the female girlies we work in, maybe not just on the local level, because I think all my niggas on the local level is going hard, but just more like mainstream and shit. Like, I feel like the female artists are having to work harder, promote harder, go harder. And these male artists that are, like, kind of up and coming right now, just to me, don't really seem like they trying that hard with their raps. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be cool because it'd be vibey. Like, the beats go hard, or, they have a real catchy hook. But other than that, I don't really feel like they trying that hard. Then the rap girlies, I feel like they come in with the videos. They come in with the looks, the styles, the hair. Like, they just on point every time. They not lacking. So it's like, yeah, I feel like females definitely deserve a little bit more credit. So, yeah. So for me, I'm like, I got to go hard every time. Yeah.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. When you allow yourself to get into the dream of, like, when this happens, when I blow up, when I get going, like, the question I've been asking everyone is, like, not just like, yes, money, yes, performance opportunities, collaborating with celebrities, blah, 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 blah. Like, you can have as much or as little of that as you want. But, like, what do you actually see in your mind's eye? Like, where are you? Who's around you? Like, what does it feel like for that dream to, quote unquote, come true?
Shit, I'm probably somewhere different every week. Like, me and my homie K-Lou, shout out to K-Lou again, we be talking about it. We be wanting to be on, like, some nomad shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just live someplace for, like, 6 months at a time. Like, maybe go back maybe I'm in New York, maybe I'm in LA, maybe I'm in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And just wake up, Honestly, shit, that's a good-ass question. Because, honestly, I was definitely going to go with, like, the financial freedom aspect is really just, like, waking up and not having to think, like, because that's the tip I'm waking up on right now. Like, shit, a nigga that used all my sick time at work, I'm waking up actually sick, and I'm like, bro, I have to go to work. I don't have the hours to take off. You feel me? Like, that's how I'm waking up right now. So it's like, I just don't want to wake up like that. I just want to wake up, naturally open my eyes and be like, the sun feel good. Smoke a blunt. Well, maybe smoke a blunt after we do a couple tasks, get something done. But but it ain't even going to matter because I'm not going to have to think about none of that, you know what I'm saying? But also just, like, being, having a way to maybe, like, share that with my community, too. You know, my sister, shout out to my sister, Kwame Zang. She's a videographer, screenwriter, and shit like that. So I feel like it's a sense, it's like we just kind of waiting for one of us to blow up first so that we can put the other one on. And that's how I feel about all my homies. You know what I'm saying? I know so many creators who do so many different things. It's like there's a place for all of us to get in. So it's like, yeah, being able to just me and my community, we probably like, I don't know. Then I imagine us being off the grid or some shit. We like planting and then like, you know what I'm saying? We got our own garden and community garden and shit. We building shit. Who knows? But we just chilling ultimately, like some real chill shit. We not worried about like what we have to do. We just doing what we want to do. Yeah. So yeah, I don't even be thinking about being no celebrity or nothing. I really just be thinking about financial freedom. Like I just think that this is like a stepping stone to get there. I don't even think it's gonna be my end all be all for real.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be a step to get in the right doorway to somebody introduce me to some type of play. They're gonna be like, oh, invest in this, do this, put me on game, and then I'm gonna just be rich forever.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like I think I was having this conversation with a friend recently. It's like that's only as impossible as you decide it is. Right. Like if within your subconscious you really, really believe that's true, then it can absolutely happen.
Hell yeah.
And like it doesn't have to be more complicated than that. But you have to believe it as like a feeling. Not just like, I know that can happen, but like in your fucking guts, you have to be like, yep, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And every single day you're like, yep, I know that's still going to happen. And just hold on to that. And like, ooh, that's when cool shit starts to happen in your life.
God. Yeah, you got to call it in. You got to track that. I definitely believe in all that. That shit just like, it's like, it is as easy as it sounds, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah. It's like a weird back and forth balance type thing, but
100%.
Yeah.
I know this is like a lofty question. Like, if you were to imagine you are no longer here, your body is gone, it's just your soul, what do you want your legacy to be? Like, what do you want people to remember about you?
I want people to remember that I was just unapologetically myself. And I hope that that inspires people to do the same. Like, you know, whatever that means to them. Like, I just want people to be, like, proud of whatever you love and shit. Because I feel like, you know, coming up, certain parts of me I had to, like, hide or whatever. I wasn't really always myself. And now, like I said about getting older and getting more in control of myself, it's like, yeah, I understand I'm not for everybody and everybody not for me. So that's the same reason why I'm going to wake up every day, because they going to hate me regardless and they going to love me regardless. Like, it is what it is. So, like, that shit don't matter. I just want to be myself. So I hope that I want people to see me and be like, damn, I would have never been out there like that. Well, if she could do it, I'm going to put myself out there like that too.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
I love that.
Sure.
Last question for here. Is there anything that's been on your heart, on your mind, just something that's been bubbling up inside you that you just want to share?
That I just want to share. Ooh, that's a little personal. Okay. Well, to be honest, I didn't even know we was going to get into it like that. But, you know, yeah, sure, we can share. Actually, tomorrow is my dead best friend's birthday. And, you know, this morning was a little bit rough for me. And she passed away when she was 22. She would have been 25 tomorrow, you know. And I was actually just thinking about it this morning. I had another friend who also passed away when he was 21 or 22 earlier that same year, too. And I was just kind of thinking, like, you know, it's weird. There's, like, a little bit of survivor's guilt because I feel like the only thing I won't do is rap. And some days I don't even want to do that. But when I think about my homegirl who passed away, it's like she wanted to do everything. Like, she could have been an actor, model, singer, business CEO, accountant. Like, she was going to have a million different jobs, a million different passions, a million different pursuits. And, like, it was just taken away from her too early before she had the chance. So I really think it's important to, you know, like, get up every day and just, like I said, be yourself and do what you want to do because, you know, like, it's weird. I don't know how much longer we're going to make it. So it's like, why not just have fun? Like, because age, us being young, don't mean we gonna be here for real. So it's like, yeah, every day you just gotta rock out with your cock out for real. Like, do what the fuck you want to do because we could be gone tomorrow. Your loved ones could be gone tomorrow. Make sure you hug them, tell them you love them. Don't be on bad terms with nobody. Because I did lose a friend and we wasn't on speaking terms, and that shit's gonna eat you up forever. So don't hold grudges. Tell everybody you love them, and yeah, do your thing. That's
beautiful.
it for sure.
That is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. All right. You want to go shoot some promo real quick?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Thank you again for tuning into this special episode. Again, this is all leading up to our performance at the Making of Denver Legends at your mom's house on September 1st, right here in Denver, Colorado. You can get tickets from the link in the video description below, or you can reach out to me personally. I would love to see you there. Thank you.